This video is mainly for the men out there. So if you're a guy watching my video, cool. If you're a woman watching my video, also cool. But just know that this is mainly for the guys. So bear with, okay? You ever notice how maybe this is you, maybe this is not, because maybe you're actually on the opposite end of this, but a lot of people really love to make it seem like the dating market is a lot more complicated than it actually is, which I definitely do understand to a huge degree. You have all those pickup artists, you have all those game riz experts. I hate that word. It's 2026. What are we doing right now? Anyways, we have all those experts in the dating. We have all those naturalists, right? All those people who are supposedly born with being able to be good at talking to women or texting women, etc., right? Or just being good at social situations, especially when women is involved, right? And then you have people who don't know any of that stuff, who want to know, but struggle to really learn or really just adapt or just even try. And even if they do try, they fail miserably. And then they're like, oh my gosh, this is so difficult because the women are difficult. And you have Chad over here that is just doing it naturally. Not only does he have the looks, but he's also just on the fly, just getting what he wants. He's just texting and it just works. She replies and it's all fun and games and gravy. But when I do it, it's just, not getting the messages back at a fast timing compared to Chad. He gets fast replies. This girl I'm texting, pretty good looking, right? I'm trying to spit my game or just trying to talk to her in general, to be honest, about anything. And she's taking over 24 hours to reply. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but maybe it's not because a lot of girls are actually like that. Yeah, if any girl is like that and you're a guy and you're hearing this right now and you've been through this situation, stop texting the girl. Whether she's friends, okay, if she's actually your friend, if she's actually just your friend, like actually your friend, and she takes over 24 hours, I guess it's not that much of a big deal. But maybe I'm saying this because I'm also a bit of a bad texter. I can't lie. I don't even message my sister back very fast. But that's besides the point, right? Like I said, if a girl is taking over 2, 3, 4 hours, unless she has a valid excuse, a valid reason for why she's taking so long, if they're taking that long, especially if it's like over 5 hours, and they're not going to tell you why, they're not going to apologize for it, they're just going to keep it, and they're always doing this, like they're doing this repetitively. Yeah, bro, she's just not interested. Just take your respect elsewhere. Just take your sense of who you are elsewhere, because you don't need to spill it out to someone who doesn't deserve it, clearly, right? Have respect for yourself. Stop putting your time and attention into people that just don't care or just don't really like you like that, or in the way that you want them to, that is. You can't force those situations. It's out of your control, okay? You may think to yourself, okay, maybe if I double text, okay? Maybe if I double text, then maybe that she'll like me. Well, you gotta understand that to some degree you can build attraction over text for sure. I can agree with that for sure. But at the same time, it's nothing like compared to in person, which is again a different ball game, because it's like, especially nowadays where everything's social media and we're living in an information age where everyone's just online, and then especially since COVID, people are more afraid to just talk to each other on a one-to-one basis, right? So then you have guys who are like, oh, I'm just going to download a dating app and see where it goes there. And they're still struggling, by the way. Not just talking to girls in person or anyone in person, but they're also struggling to text people. Girls, mainly, because that's what this video is mainly about. Dating, and how messed up it is. I've made quite a few videos on this already. But in this video, I want to discuss a little more on the intricate details when it comes to talking to someone of the opposite sex. Mainly from the guy's point of view, okay? You see a pickup artist, or you see someone who probably knows what he's doing. He tells you, hey, you need to be in this frame. You need to talk this way. You need to talk that way. And you need to lean in at this time and then lean out at that time. And you need to say this at this time, because if you don't, then it's going to look bad. And if you say this, then it's an absolute headache. So yeah, I do understand the reason for why people are finding this to be difficult. Even though in hindsight, it's really not that difficult. In hindsight, you should really just be going for anyone who's interested in you. If they're interested in you, you will know. By the way, you will know. There are so many times where a guy doesn't know when a girl is interested in them, or they don't know the difference because maybe they've never had a taste of, a girl being interested in them. So they are just delusional. They just text girls or talk to girls. They think like them back, but they actually don't. But because they don't know what it's like for a girl to like them back in the way they want, they just say, oh, they just think to themselves, oh, she's playing hard to get. Oh, maybe over time she'll like me some, which sometimes does happen actually, because of familiarity, which kind of helps. But yeah, the guy can just be, for the majority of the time, oblivious to the fact that, okay, she doesn't actually like you like that. She's not interested in you like that. You don't know that because you don't know what it's like for a girl to be interested in you. If you knew, then I wouldn't have to be telling you this, because you just know based on how she's saying it, how she's saying things to you compared to anyone else. You just know, okay? I don't even need to list out examples. You'll just know. You'll just feel it. The aura, you'll just know. And if you are talking to a girl, or if a girl is actually interested in you, then there is less work on your part that you'll need to do, especially if it's in person, and even to some degree on text, right? Sometimes people can just overshare on text, so much so that they haven't even gone on a date yet. And the girl who was interested is like, bro, are we serious? Like, she's thinking this in her head, by the way. She's like, what's the point of the date anymore? I already know all about you. What's the point of the chase? I'm chasing you. Now it feels like you're chasing me. And women, like, biologically, even subconsciously, just think this. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Why are you playing out all your cards? But you don't know that. Well, now you do, because I just told you, right? No need to over-explain. No need to overshare. I've gone through this in previous videos. Talk less than necessary. No need to always keep chatting. It gets annoying. It gets repetitive, predictable. Nobody likes someone who is predictable, or at least someone who is unpredictable, or someone who is someone who is more valuable, is someone who is more emotionally engaging. And women's are, to a lot of degree, a lot more emotional than guys. So play on those things by, I'm not saying for you to be a manipulative kind of human being. You can do whatever you want. I'm just listing the facts right now, okay? Guys are more logical, women are more emotional, okay? Anyways, yeah, it is an absolute cesspool of a mess, the dating market, but that's just the day and age we live in. You can either play the game of chess, because that's how I like to call it sometimes. You talking to a girl, especially on text, is like a game of chess. Oh, the next move. Or you can just carry on with your life, do whatever you want to do what you need to do, do whatever you need to do to help better your life by focusing on your business, your career. And then when one comes along, they'll come along, you'll notice they like you, therefore you'll have to put in less work than necessary. And then eventually, because that's what happened to me, essentially. That's what has happened to me multiple times. That's how I met my ex-girlfriend. She actually reached out to me first, and she just spoon-fed me, literally handed me the relationship, kind of. I mean, I did love her, but yeah, she just made it so easy. Anyways, that is pretty much about it, okay? This is Maxilio Fontaine. Goodbye.